GoToWhitney.com. It's like a second home to me, man. I love the ride here, in the limo from New York, and bringing friends and hanging out and just kind of like having fun in this space that you never have to leave. It's just everything's all in place. We come to Borgata, we love the water club side. We come to stay on the water club side, and you can come get massages and hang out and work out and chill, and then go have a great dinner, and then go to the club, and then go gamble. And it's just like this playhouse, and I bring a lot of friends that have never been sometimes, and they have the best time, and that's what I enjoy about it. I like just the big fun house that it is. But, I'm an open format guy, so I come from the space of like I'll turn a rave into a wedding, into a into a trap party, into a whatever, so you kind of catch so much of everything from musically, from like Guns N' Roses and like Sweet Caroline if I wanted to, and Blink-182 and that kind of stuff, to Jay-Z and Playboy Cardi and all these kinds of stuff. So from the new to the old, and we keep it fun and nostalgic, and there's really a great music fan base here. New Jersey and Atlantic City, just they love music, and they always have, and so you can really be broad here, and that's what I love about it. So that's what you'll see at my set anytime, along with a lot of energy. I mean, you got to YouTube it and see, or maybe there'll be a little clip on GoToWhitney the next time. But I stand up and use a CDJ like a guitar, which is probably something that's most signature to me and nobody else does. It's sort of become my famous or so-called signature move. Other than that, 1942 Don Julio shots, that's signature. I have my crystal line named RoxHouse. The line's called Ruckus for RoxHouse. It's just 10 limited edition pieces that you can buy online. And oh man, there's so many people that I find either just interesting or just hilarious, or just have these amazing lives. I follow that guy Gianluca, who's I don't even know what he does, but he just like looks cool. He's starting to like dabble in DJing here and there now as he's becoming this this big influencer. But he started off just dancing with his wife, or whomever she is, and in the back of yachts on yachts and boats and and airplanes and all this kind of stuff. They were just kind of partying and doing these little dances together, which was so cute. I found it and charming, and then he's got all these like cool tattoos, and he travels all over the world and does this stuff. And so I watch him because it's like it's similar to our lives. We're just kind of out here having fun and showing how much fun it is, and these beautiful places we get to see. So him, I follow Boonk, which is crazy as hell. Boonk, like IG, is the kid that like keeps robbing stuff from like all these stores and like running off like boom gang, and it's just funny. He's just got this consistent like he's like the hood jackass, if I can say that. Oh yeah, he's gotten arrested like every time for the last it's like now he's on Instagram that people will definitely know exactly who he is, what he's about to do, and he keeps going to try to shoot now, and it's like becoming too famous, so he's getting caught. Why Instagram is not the place to do something like that, but it's funny to watch. I follow all the big DJs and stuff. I follow Diplo and Steve Aoki and guys that I like to watch, and I really respect their hustle and their lives, what they've created and stuff. Those are most of the people that I kind of keep up with and follow brand with. A lot of artists too, Doze Green and Retina and guys like this. Teleporting, no question. Yeah, that would be. I mean, that's my life. If I could speed up travel, if I could teleport places, if I could get easier from place to place, that would be everything to me. So teleporting, no question. Yeah, man. I think it's an unfortunate thing that our world is starting to see those types of tragedies, because it's almost like the rest of the world trying to give us a taste of what it's been like everywhere for years and years and years and years. And unfortunately, we're getting our version of it. And I wish they would just make the smart decision and change the gun laws and take away weapons. There shouldn't be semi-automatic rifles out. You just shouldn't have them, and if you do, there should be just some ridiculously extensive thing to go through for hunting or whatever it is. Maybe you have to own hunting land for it, and that makes the list real short, I'm sure. I wish that was the case, but in regards to the crowds and the coming to see my shows, I pray to God that nothing would ever happen like that. I know, the shows are big, but they're, not in the sort of stratosphere of where we've seen a lot of this kind of stuff happen in places like Ariana Grande shows, or the last, concert, the festival that was just there, which I actually was playing after that festival in Salt Lake City like 2 days before it, so could have happened. And I was going to go to Vegas. My show got canceled on Monday, the day after. I was going to Vegas the day early, and changed my travel to go to a friend's birthday in LA, and just, luckily, it's an unfortunate thing, and we have to live our lives. We have to keep our eyes open, and and protect ourselves, and not with weapons, but being aware. Walking around looking at your phone is not probably the best idea to be doing while you're in a crowded area like that, for so many reasons. And people are crazy and have become even crazier, and it's unfortunate. But we got to live our lives, and I don't expect anything like that to ever happen at one of my shows, and I pray to God that it doesn't. But nobody knows, and hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed and live positively the way I do. Well, I mean, it was definitely not as crazy as DJing for a bunch of kids that aren't famous. Kids that aren't famous are way cooler to DJ for. I like the parties. My buddy Jesse Marco started a party at this place called Chinese Laundry in New York that I played a little while ago. It was it's every fashionista, hip hop, trap kid, every gay kid, every hipster, whatever, and it all came together. And black, white, orange, blue, purple, and they all know and love music. And you can play everything from crazy soca records to trap hip hop records to reggae and classic hip hop and 80s, and you can do all of it. And it was a lot of fun. That type of thing is probably my favorite. But I've been to some amazing places for kings and queens of so and so, and parties and that are cost $5 and $6 million, and things like that, and performed at those, and they're a lot of fun. They're great places to see aesthetically. They're amazing to be a part of. On some yachts that are as big as this hotel. And it's a special thing to be a part of in a special moment. When you look around a room and you see there's Dr. Dre and Al Pacino and Jimmy Iovine and Oprah and all these people. It's nerve-wracking because you got these people that are the best at what they do, and they have this super high intention or understanding of what it is that music is supposed to be. And so it's very difficult to get into your zone and perform the way that you just would, because if you don't, or if you let them be in your head, and it's gonna become a problem. So yeah, a lot of cool accolades and pats on the back from some people that I care truly about, which is nice. Yeah, I stay on the road with them when they do shows. They don't do very many shows. They're very selective. They've created such a legacy and an iconic thing for hip hop that they try to maintain it even as coming back into the scene, playing festivals. So there's just been certain ones here and there, and maybe we've done 10 altogether since I've been with them. But it's a lot of fun. I think my favorite part of it is getting to be with Rev and hearing what I hear about the process of making music that period in time, what the scene was like, and just having that sort of information moving through now. And what it's like to them, and what they pay attention to. And he pays attention to everything, which is awesome. Pay attention to your woman's emotions, and let that be all that matters, because it might not make sense to you, but that's what it is. You got to do to make it work, and be understanding, and that's what a relationship is about, being understanding. So if you're willing to do that with somebody and to share with that person whatever comes with it, the ups, the downs, the lefts, and the rights, then you're in the right place. So it's all about being willing.